what should we be thinking about if we felt like we had a dysfunctional childhood? Should we be thinking about how do I get myself to be self-differentiated from my parents and my family? How do I block my family completely? How do I heal the past? Like, what should we be thinking about as we come into awareness as adult children of dysfunctional childhoods or narcissistic parents?
And I think it's a great question. But your question also has within it a certain paradigm, as all questions do. Every question has the answer in it. Every question that someone asks, the answer is in their question. And so you were asking about, so do I separate myself from my family? Do I, and certainly if families are abusive and toxic and have no interest in changing, well, then we have to look at some no contact, or, we may need to go that far. But self-differentiation, what I tend to think when someone has a family that's narcissistic, does the person that I'm working with or talking to, or the adult child of the narcissist, need greater self-differentiation, which is an emotional state and a maturity state, or do they need to physically separate? If you physically separate, you still need to emotionally separate.
Right. It doesn't solve the problem.
It doesn't solve the problem.
Right.
Now, but I don't want you there being abused, and being taken, and, there's common sense to this as well. But self-differentiation is do you have the maturity and respect for yourself that if you had grown up in a healthy family, this is the way you'd be? That's self-differentiation. And people go, well, how can I do that? I didn't grow up in a healthy family. Right. It's never too late to have a happy childhood.
Really?
So let's start now.
Wow.
And are you going to take care of yourself, or are you not? And adult children of narcissists don't know how to take care of themselves. They've never even been told that's a good thing to do. Many of them would say, well, my church or my whatever teaches me I should not do that because that's selfish. And I go, no, that's not what they're teaching. Or I don't know, they may be teaching that, certainly possible. But that's not what, that isn't what self-care is about. Self-focus is healthy. We've grown up with no self-focus and only focused on the others in the family. Now we want to do self-focus, which means inner boundaries, where when you say, well, Jerry, you're such a bad son, and I just think you're worthless. And inside I go, so what? And because you are you and I am me. If we are too enmeshed, then what you said will drive me crazy.
And then I'll try to overcompensate or approval or whatever. Yeah.
I'll be reactive. I'll get mad. I'll say, well, that's the way you've always treated me. Why don't you stop treating me that way? You've always been this way, and versus, okay, I see that's how you feel. I don't feel that way about me. But it's okay if you do. I mean, you have a right to feel that way about me if you want. I don't care. I hope it helps you out. I don't know.
Why is it so hard as adult children to break the family trance, though, of conditioning from parents guilting, or you need to come visit me more, or why don't you call me more, or you're not doing this more, or whatever?
Our fantasies. We're still children. I want the parent to love me. I want them to accept me. I want them to take care of my needs. I've always wanted a parent who would care. And I'm not ready to give up that fantasy.
Oh, man.
And if I can help someone give up those fantasies, they'll grow like nobody's business.
Really?
So they just go.
Fantasy. It's the fantasy that holds us back.
That's part of it, yes. The trance and what we've learned as normal. And then there's the fantasy of when you don't get it growing up, then you will always be looking for it. I want you to come to me and we work out helping you to stop looking for it.
Stop looking for what? A beautiful like childhood or whatever.
Beautiful childhood. My parents love me. They need to treat me right. Maybe someday they'll accept me. Maybe it's not. It's a fantasy. It is a fantasy, and fantasies mess up adulthood. Goals don't mess up adulthood, but fantasies do, and emotional fantasies.
Sure,
you know,
sure.
and there's creativity in fantasies and things, but this fantasy of I'm going to have a happy childhood. I'm trying to have a happy childhood, but every time I go back at Christmas time or the holiday time, it always ends up being a mess.
They just judge me, or
And they
never good
judge
at it.
me, and they do the same thing. And I try to be nicer, and I bring more food, or I bring the kids, or whatever they're trying to do to get this, so that their parents will one day go, "You are okay."
So what should adult children stop trying to do with their parents?
Stop needing them as parents?
Really?
When does parenting end?
Good question. I don't know.
18?
Is it supposed to end though? At 18 for
Everyone?
hope.
Aren't you going to be an adult?
That's the goal.
Adults don't need a parent.
But some people live with their parents till they're 30 or...
Adults may wish or want to have mothers and fathers. I'm not saying break up your whole family because you turned 18. I'm talking about parenting. Parenting is parent to child, not parent to adult. Of course there are exceptions. Of course there are people with disabilities or I understand there's all kinds of variations. But generally, if I tell people, I go, and what do you need your parent to do? Well, I need them to treat me. And I'm going, why do you need to treat them? Why do you need them to treat you better? Why? Well, I'll never be happy if there you are. You've just hooked together. You'll never be happy unless this fantasy comes true. And I can already tell you it's not going to come true because it's been going on for 35 years. And I doubt if your parents are going to just one day go, could miracles happen? Of course, miracles can happen. But I'm not in the miracle business.
Yeah.
So if they do, they do.
It's interesting because the people watching and listening right now, if you're watching this right now, I want you to leave a comment below and say if you had a happy, like if your parents loved you, supported you, approved of you most of the time, comment below, happy childhood. If you feel like your parent, you could never get the approval of your parents, they were never satisfied with you, they're always judging and critical of you, type in challenging childhood in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video. If you want more inspiring clips like this, make sure to click right here to subscribe and click right here to watch that next video that is specific to support you in your life.